Hi, in this video we're going to have a little think about this topic, harmonic rhythm. Now what do I mean by this? Most people probably know what rhythm is all about, but what's harmonic rhythm? Well, basically it's about how often the chords change in a piece of music. So sometimes you might have a rhythm that's busy enough, but you might just have one chord that's either being sustained or it's being repeated, in which case the harmonic rhythm is very slow because here's the first chord, it's going on forever, and eventually we move on to a second chord, so it's taking a long time to move from the first chord to the second chord. We might have a very busy harmonic rhythm where the chords are changing all the time between one beat and the next. And you'll hear in a minute when I try and demonstrate this, the kind of effect it can have on the music. So here's an example of a slow moving harmonic rhythm. Okay, so what you'll hear here is there's going to be a chord and there'll be melodic and rhythmic things happening, but the chord is not changing. Okay, so here's the chord and then some melody. So you hear in that little tune that I was playing in the right hand, the melody was dancing around all over the place. There was lots of rhythm going on, but actually there was only one chord. So that's a very static harmonic rhythm, and you hear the effect that that can make. Okay, now if I have a fast moving harmonic rhythm, then how does that sound? Okay, here's a faster moving harmonic rhythm where I'm changing on just about every beat. So you can hear the rhythm is moving along, but the chords are changing quite quickly, aren't they? Why do we need to know about harmonic rhythm? Well, as a player, it's quite a useful thing to think about because sometimes when the harmonic rhythm speeds up, it's a composer's way of slightly agitating music. So sometimes you get a slightly slower harmonic rhythm and then the harmonic rhythm will speed up towards a cadence and it kind of tips the listener into the cadence. So it's a way of doing that. Sometimes when you want to make the music agitate a little bit more, you could use a faster harmonic rhythm as a way of doing that. If you want to have a very kind of static kind of feel in the mood, then obviously a slow harmonic rhythm might be a useful thing there. So as a player, it's quite a good idea to go through a piece that you're playing and just think, when do the chords change? How often do the chords change? Does the harmonic rhythm change as you go through the piece? Does it get faster in certain places? Does it slow down in certain places? What's that telling you about its impact on the character of the piece that you're playing? And certainly if you're a composer, it's an important thing to think about. You know, how often are you changing the chords? Or do you have a rather sort of unbalanced approach to harmonic rhythm where maybe you write 4 bars all on one chord and actually when you look back on it, it does sound a bit boring. Or is it effective? It might be very effective, but sometimes it can leave you feeling, well, the whole music feels a bit stuck here. And you might be thinking, well, why is it stuck? Because I've got lots of rhythm, I've got a nice little tune going. It may just be stuck because the harmony needs to move. Or there may be other moments in your score where you're thinking, I want a nice kind of serene moment here, but the chords are changing all over the place and causing a bit of underlying agitation in the music, whereas actually maybe slowing down the harmonic rhythm might be a good thing. Or if you suddenly change from a slow moving harmonic rhythm to a very fast moving harmonic rhythm, that could have a kind of sort of jolting impact on the music. Actually, if you gradually increase the speed of the harmonic rhythm, that might actually be quite an effective way of doing things, or gradually slow down the harmonic rhythm. You may want to make some dramatic changes because you're trying to make a dramatic statement. But certainly thinking about harmonic rhythm is something that's just going to give us a bit more insight as performers, and certainly a very helpful tool for a composer to be thinking about. So if you've not thought about it before, having spent probably lots of time thinking about rhythm, have a little think about harmonic rhythm.